I have to tell you a little bit about the new beer from Bud Light, Bud Light Crisp. This beer is so tasty and so light, with only 94 calories and 2.9 carbs, that every time you sip, it's like the first time. It's available right here in New Jersey. This lager is brewed with a dry hopping process to make it extra tasty while still giving you a crisp, refreshing finish that makes it so good sip after sip. So give the new Bud Light Crisp a try and experience a surprise in every sip.
You know what this is?
A commercial?
Right, and you know what that means.
Time for a snack?
Wrong. I want you to do some heart-healthy exercise. Yes, you! Try some seated leg extensions right now. Just lift each leg up and extend it straight, one at a time, 6 to 8 times.
I can do that.
Yes, you can. Remember, every commercial is a chance to sneak in heart-healthy activity. Visit findexerciseanywhere.com and speak with your doctor to learn more about the risks of heart failure.
What's going on? What's going on? I said, what's going on? What's going on? You are tuned into the Cigars with Mac podcast. Today's podcast is inspired by a young lady. Her name is, I just call her Coach, but her name is Coach Keandra Maillard. She's a professional coach. She's not out here just playing around. She's serious business about this. This is her business. And she's good at what she does. Go follow her on Instagram, Keandra, KEONDRA MALLARD. On Instagram, on Facebook, she's the speed coach. And I've seen her in action, and I don't want no parts of that. But she's good at what she does. No, serious business. She will get you right. She will get you right. In her video today that she did a small message, but man, it really was impactful. It really was impactful. And I was inspired to do a podcast by it. People always ask me, how do I come up with podcast topics? Well, this is one way right here, just by messages out here that people post inspiring messages, and they can say one word and that'll be a podcast topic. But I like to give credit to where credit is due. And this podcast today is inspired by Coach Keandra Maillard. Please forgive me, Coach, if I said your name wrong. But she coaches all over the DFW Metroplex, and she's been on Fox, CBS, NBC. She's serious business. So I would highly recommend, if you have children, to consider using her, or if you are an athlete yourself or just want to get back in shape, she's it. I've seen her in action, and she produces results. Anyway, before we get started with the topic, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Today's Christmas Eve. Hell, I may do a podcast tomorrow on Christmas. I don't know. But I had to do this for Coach K. She's for real. She's serious business, man. Straight up. Very beautiful soul inside and out. But please don't forget to download, like, follow, and share on your favorite podcasting platform. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to me on YouTube, the Cigars with Mac podcast on YouTube. The Cigars with Mac podcast on YouTube. Subscribe, like, follow, and share. People, please. I'm asking you, please. and thank you. But I'm telling you, man, before I play this video, this is so true. And she broke it down so eloquently in under 5 minutes. And man, you know, fill your cup. Straight up. Before you can help anybody else, you got to make sure you straight. And you know, some people may call it selfish, but to a degree, sometimes you have to be selfish. And then once you get your stuff straight, then you can help others. But anyway, let's play her video. Again, follow her on all social media platforms. Here we go.
On Facebook, family, thought I'd come in and give you an important message. Let's sit here thinking. It's the holidays. We're getting close, y'all. We get close. Christmas is almost here. But I thought I just want to come in and give you a nugget, and that you can also share with your family and friends. But what I'm about to say is, this message is not just for athletes. And what I say is not just for athletes, but it's for people too. These messages that I think about throughout my life, throughout my day, it's only right to share, because if I'm not sharing, I'm not giving, right? I'm not giving back, and I'm big on giving back. So the message that I have today is focus on filling your cup. Focus on filling your cup. Again, one more time. Focus on filling your cup. And I want to hit on that message is because your cup is so important to complete fullness. Your cup is so important for complete fullness. And I want to talk a little bit about what it means to be completely full, right? And you're like, what? I'm full. I already ate today. No, I'm talking about complete fullness, as in everything around you feels great, overwhelmed, full of thankfulness, happiness, and how you can get there, right? The first step to get there is faith, right? You're so focused on your faith. You cannot get to complete fullness without proper faith. Okay? You have to be really in tune with your faith to reach complete fullness. The second step, once you understand what faith is and what it represents, you have peace. Peace, right? I walk around and I'm talking about substantial peace. I mean, I'm talking about the type of peace where you're driving on the highway and one car cuts you off, you're good. Another car cuts you off, you're good. The third car, you like, man, ain't this something? But hey, I'm gonna let them, they need to get somewhere important, right? Because I'm good. I'm talking about peace on another level that you didn't even think that was capable, right? That peace, because you have faith. See, when you have undying faith, you have undying peace. Ooh, let me rewind that. When you have undying faith, you will have undying peace. Undying peace. And what leads from, what's the next step after peace? Happiness. Happiness. You see, when you're not focused on filling your cup, you can't fill everybody else's cup if your cup is empty.
That's right.
I have nothing to give you if this is empty. But if I do the work and I focus on the things that I need to focus on, I could be better for everybody else. Then my cup may possibly overflow. Woo! Let me go back. Let me go back. If I don't focus on doing the work on myself and reaching complete fullness, there is no way I can help other people.
That's right.
I can. I may have a little bit left, right? For those people who are like, oh, well, what if I've had a little? Okay, you say if you have a little left, then what? What happens when it runs out? Compared to the type of work I can give others and give back and love people the way I need to love them and give them the things that they need, right? or coach the way I need to coach, or be a leader the way that I need to lead. If I'm not doing the work in myself, there is no way I can give what I can give to other people, the way I can give, the way I want to give. So you need to understand that this visual that I'm going to give you, you need to have an idea of that you're in a desert, right? And everything around you is in dire need of you. And you are the one with the cup in your hand. Fill your cup up so you can help everybody else around you in that desert. But if you are not doing the work in yourself, you will not reach complete fullness. So again, I want you to focus, fine tune it. It's the holidays, yes, but I'm giving you back some good knowledge. So use it. Yeah, have a great day. Peace.
Wow, that was so powerful. I probably listened to this about 5 or 6 times, man. I'm telling you, what she said really resonated in me personally. Like I always tell people, especially those that listen to the podcast, messages that I talk about, podcasts that I talk about, it touches home first, which means me. It touches me first, or it's something I'm dealing with, or I can relate to it. And she hit on a lot of good points, man, straight up. You know. And I'm telling you, man. Now I'm gonna talk about it from my perspective, basically what I gleaned from it. And I may play it again. So, filling your cup. Focus on filling your cup. I know we as people have a tendency to, as I always like to say, making other people's problem our problem. And that's something I stopped doing well over a decade ago. I learned to stop making other people's life, other people's fights, my fight, other people's personal issues, my issues. This is something that I did personally. And I know it sounds crazy, but I had to start focusing on myself. Because I can't even, if I don't focus on myself internally, there's no way I can be a good father, a good man, a good husband. There's no way, because I'm not putting things into myself. And I always tell people I do daily reflections, you know. I do daily reflections just because that's what helps me stay aligned with the universe. That's just me. But what she said about, man, you have to fill your cup up. And filling your cup up can mean so many things. And I'm pretty sure you guys can interpret what she's saying. I mean, it was so plain and clear. It wasn't, there was nothing coded about what she said. For instance, right now, it's the holiday time. Normally, you know, we give gifts. We give gifts to family and friends. But this year, it's a little different for most of us. You know? And for good reasoning. Some of us have lost our jobs. Business is not booming like it should be. Thank God unemployment got extended, but a lot of us have had some tough times ahead of us. And right now, I'm telling anybody, if you can't afford to give people gifts right now, don't feel bad. I normally don't get anything for Christmas other than from my mother and wife, you know. I normally don't get anything. And I don't really give a shit. I'm 34 years old. But if you're not able to do what you would normally do, don't feel bad. Because right now you have to eat. You have to have your utilities on. You have to have somewhere to stay. And like I said, her message is internal and external. But if you don't have it to give this year, that's fine. Don't feel bad about it. Don't go putting yourself in a financial bind to keep up with normal traditions that we do in this country. And especially in Black America, you know? Although my audience is not just Black people, but I relate back to my own people in some instances. For instance, like Coach said, you know, peace. Man, you got to protect your peace, man, by any means necessary. You got to protect your peace. All this aligns with what she was saying. This is one of the things that she mentioned. Peace, faith. I look at faith as confidence. Being confident in a thing. You know, the Bible, to all my Christian listeners out there, the Bible says faith without works is dead. You know, you can believe all day long, but if you're not putting in the work, it means absolutely nothing. And I always looked at faith as confidence. Being confident in what you do. Being confident in what you believe. You know? Because you can tell God all day long what you want to do. But until you put action behind it, it really means nothing. It really means nothing. And when it comes to filling your cup, man, it goes back to something I've said numerous times and I constantly repeat. It's about investing in yourself. I remember I was pursuing my degree years ago. You know, I started actually pursuing my degree while in the military. So it took me almost 10 years to finally get my bachelor's degree. I would go to school off and on. I work, get laid off, make excuses as to why I couldn't finish my degree. I got to provide for my family. And a friend of mine at the time, she was becoming an anesthesiologist, a RN. She wanted to be an anesthesiologist, not an RN. I'm sorry about that. And I was telling her, you know, yeah, I was doing this program in school, but I got laid off and I had to work. And she said something to me that has stuck with me. And that's why when Coach K mentioned what she said, I was like, oh my God. She said, until you invest in you, you're no good to your family. She said, until you invest in you, you are no good to your family. And when she said that to me, it resonated. Because she was 100% right. She was 100% right. And it stuck with me for a long time, and it still sticks with me. And it's something that when I want to pursue things in life, I keep that in mind. I keep that in mind because what that young lady said probably damn near 10 years ago is still so true, and Coach just said it. I see a lot of times people that we personally know in our lives, they always focus on everything else but themselves. I've seen people that have tried to help so many people, then they end up having a nervous breakdown because they haven't invested in themselves. Yeah. Because I damn near was there. That's how I know. That's how I know. You have to, fill your cup up. And something else I'm going to say, when your cup is filled, be grateful. Good friend of mine, he came over to the house the other day. He was, admiring my house. And I was like, brother, I'm humble, man. Like I said, me and this brother, man, we go back damn near 10 years. It's been that long. And, man, he and I have come a long way. And sometimes I sit back and I just reflect on the blessings that have been bestowed upon me. And I'm grateful. I got a friend of mine. He probably will listen to this. I don't know. His name is Stu. He always tells people when you sitting around him bitching and moaning or he'll just out of the blue, you got a good life. As a black man, at least me, for so long I was used to losing in life. And I got to a certain point at a certain age where I was like, you know what? I'm tired of losing. It's time for me to start making better choices, better decisions. It's time for me to start filling my damn cup up. Yes. It's time to start filling my cup up. And I'm telling you, what Coach said was so true. Like I said, there's no way you could be good to anybody else or anyone else unless you're good to yourself. And sometimes you have to be selfish. Sometimes you got to cut the bank. You got to cut the bank account off, and the money you be giving people, give it to your damn self. Invest in your damn self. Oh, yeah. Invest in yourself. Sometimes you got to start telling people no. And there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about telling people no. Nope. Can you do? Nope. Not gonna happen, Captain. Why? Because I value myself now. And don't get me wrong, every day is a struggle for me. Every day is a struggle for me personally, mentally. Mentally, I have to convince myself certain things every day. And that's no lie. That's no lie. What? Every day you got to tell yourself, man, I'm worth living. My life is worth living. Those dreams you want to do, those dreams you have, those goals you want to accomplish, it's going to take you to invest in yourself, and that means filling up your cup. And sometimes filling up your cup may not happen overnight. It may take a couple of years. You know? Straight up. But you're filling it up. And that's what it's about, man. Filling your cup. And we could look at this from another angle. Minding your own business. Oh, yeah. Filling your cup can mean, I go out and say this is such a great topic because we could swing this thing so many ways. And like I said, Coach K said it masterfully. But I want to also give my take on it. And some of us need to learn to mind our own damn business. Straight up. Some of us trying to solve everybody else's problems. Nah, I don't even try to do that no more. I told myself one day I can't save the whole world. I'm not going to even try to do it because I can't do it. And can't is a word I don't even really utter out my mouth. But in this case, yeah, I can't save the world. I can't. Not going to try. I will not try. And as a friend of mine told me years ago, until you invest in yourself, you're no good to anybody else. And I have found that to be true. I see people in the workforce, corporate America, they going back to school, getting their MBAs because they want a promotion on the job. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what are you going to, how about investing in something other than what's job related? There was a young lady I met on LinkedIn during the beginning of the pandemic, and she, getting her master's degree in cybersecurity, and she's just so adamant about working for a particular organization. And she's just so focused on the job. She's obsessed to a degree. And I've wanted to ask her so bad, what else do you do besides job related things? Because I always tell people a job is not necessarily your calling. A job is just a means to an end. Now, is there anything wrong with liking your career? No, there's nothing wrong with that. But is that what you're called to do? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Now, it's good if you can work a job that's your so-called passion and whatnot. I hear people use that word a lot. Passion, my passion. But outside of your job, your business that you do, what else do you do to fill your cup? Yeah, because with a job, you're filling your financial cup, and that's true. That's needed. But what are you doing to fill your cup outside of your job? What are you doing to invest in yourself outside of your job? People think, starting your own business. That's good. Like I said, outside of these income-based opportunities, what else are you doing? What else? And I just found that young lady, she just seemed very troubled because all her identity was tied to a career that she wanted so badly. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to be a good employee. You are. Nothing wrong with you working a job. Yeah, you should want to move up the corporate ladder. Nothing wrong with that. But outside of that, what do you do? Some of my things I enjoy doing outside of work is podcasting, smoking cigars. I used to love to play the keyboard. I've since lost my touch. But I love learning about music with different instruments, particularly the piano or keyboard. Also, I want to take up and learn a foreign language. I'm not doing that to get a promotion at a job. I'm doing it because it's something I enjoy doing. Yeah, it's a skill, but it's something that I was at the barbershop today, and my barber, he speaks Spanish. He's from Puerto Rico. And I don't know what he said, but he said something about the Cowboys, and I just started laughing. I could tell he knew, I knew what he was saying, it was just cool to me, man, to I enjoy hearing other languages besides the English language. And I really wish that it would be more pushed on us as children and from kindergarten to 12th grade to learn a foreign language. Because it's so beautiful to speak different languages. It really is. But what are you doing to really fill your cup up? That's really the question. Just the food for thought. Like I said, Coach hit on it, man. I couldn't agree with her more. Something I was told years ago. And like I said, I can hit on this from so many angles. For me, I look at filling your cup up with just investing in yourself, putting time into you, putting maintenance into you. You know? Because with Coach being a speed coach, an athletic coach, I know I've seen her, she has a great physique. She has a great physique, but she wouldn't be the best speed coach if she didn't even do that to herself. I mean, that's what I'm saying. What this young lady said just hit head on, man. It hit head on. And it was just such a great message, man. As short as the video was, it was so impactful. She said it best, people. I can't say it any better than what she said it. Focus on filling your cup. Right now, some of us don't have to give to people. We don't have to give financially. We don't have to give trying to be people's counselor. We don't have to give trying to, be people's, shoulder. Right now, we don't have it. We don't have it. Sorry. Focus on filling your cup. Guys, thank you for tuning into the Cigars and Mac podcast. Please don't forget to download, follow, like, and share on your favorite social media platform. On your favorite podcasting platform. Follow us on YouTube at Cigars and Mac podcast. Again, I'm going to shout out Coach Kendra Millard. Coach, please forgive me if I said your last name wrong. I just know her as Coach. But I'm telling you, this message hit home, Coach. Again, follow her on Instagram. Keondra, Keondra, Mallard. And I got her permission to do this. I got her permission personally because, man, she's on it. If you want to hit me up with some podcast topics, hit me up at info@cigarswithmacpod.com. If you want to support the podcast financially, hit us up on Cash App, $ Cigars with Mac. Again, don't forget to follow my good friend, Coach. I know her personally. She's the truth. Anyway, y'all, Merry Christmas, and I'm out.
tell you a little bit about the new beer from Bud Light, Bud Light Crisp. This beer is so tasty and so light with only 94 calories and 2.9 carbs that every time you sip, it's like the first time. It's available right here in New Jersey. This lager is brewed with a dry hopping process to make it extra tasty while still giving you a crisp, refreshing finish that makes it so good sip after sip. So give the new Bud Light Crisp a try and experience a surprise in every sip. I have to tell you a little bit about the new beer from Bud Light, Bud Light Crisp. This beer is so tasty and so light with only 94 calories and 2.9 carbs that every time you sip, it's like the first time. It's available right here in New Jersey. This lager is brewed with a dry hopping process to make it extra tasty while still giving you a crisp, refreshing finish that makes it so good sip after sip. So give the new Bud Light Crisp a try and experience a surprise in every sip.